The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe.
Hey, do you guys want to hear a scary story?
Yeah.
Do you guys know The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah. Oh, I've never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, well, do you guys want to help me tell the story?
Yeah.
So, once upon a time, there was a man who was very well respected and regarded in his town. He had a great love for cats and dogs, both of which he believed respected the fidelity of friendship, unlike fellow men. He got married at a young age and taught his wife to share the same sentiments about owning pets. Among birds, goldfish, a dog, rabbits, a monkey, he singled out a large, beautiful black cat named Pluto as his favorite. Though he loved Pluto, he began to suffer from violent mood swings, predominantly due to the influence of alcohol. He took to mistreating not only the other animals, but also his wife. During this uncontrollable rage, he spared only Pluto. However, after returning home quite drunk one night, the narrator lashed out at Pluto, believing the cat was avoiding him. He eventually grasped the cat, only to be bitten on the hand. In a demonic retaliation, he pulled a penknife from his pocket and cut out one of the cat's eyes. The next morning, he woke up with a partial feeling of remorse, but realized he was unable to reverse the new dark direction in his soul. Now, the wounded cat definitely began ignoring him, but the man did not like this. So, he sought to attack the cat again. In doing this, he is overwhelmed by a spirit of irrationality and sets out to commit wrong for the sake of doing wrong. He hangs Pluto from the limb of a tree one morning.
That horrifying night when Pluto was hung from the tree, karma struck the man. He and his wife's house burst into flames and ultimately burned the whole house to ashes. Even though it is clear to us that this was no coincidence, the man refuses to believe that there is a deeper connection between both brutal events. The next day, not only does the man see all of his possessions ruined from the fire, but he also witnesses a group of neighbors collected around a single wall that remained standing. Shrieks, screams, and loud roars came from the distance. The man ran to see what all the fuss was about, and once he got to the wall, he saw. There it was. There he was. The cat. The cat was back to haunt him, and not subtly at all. He discovered the impression of the gigantic cat, with a rope around his neck, surfaced on the wall. He attempts to explain rationally the existence of the impression to himself, but instead is haunted by this visual over and over the course of many months. He was slowly going insane, day by day. This is not the last he saw of the cat, of course. One night, while he was out drunk, he discovered a black object poised upon a large barrel of alcohol, staring straight at him with eyes of fury and hatred. It was another cat, a new black cat. This particular cat resembled Pluto, but the only difference between both cats was that this one had a splash of white on his fur. There was no escaping for the man. He was forever trapped.
Similar to the love the narrator felt for Pluto, he became attached to this new mysterious cat. He took the cat in as his own, and it became a part of the family. In a matter of time, the narrator began to feel unnatural desires to kill the cat. The fact that the cat's patch of white fur had transformed into the shape of the gallows only intensified these feelings of animosity. The narrator thought the white fur was haunting him, so he retaliated with revenge.
Him and his wife were walking into the cellar when they almost tripped over the cat. He grabbed an axe and tried to kill it. However, his wife defended it. Enraged, he took the axe and buried it into his wife's face. Not knowing what to do with the body, he contemplated its disposal. He eventually decided to take advantage of the damp walls in the basement and hid it behind the plaster, creating a tomb for her body and hiding the murder altogether. When he finally decided to deal with the cat, it was missing. It had been frightened away.
4 days after the murder, the police came to the apartment. They are led around the house and eventually venture into the basement. The police do not seem to notice any disruptions and begin to pack up their things. The speaker, reassuring them that there was nothing to be curious about, taps on the wall to try and show the craftsmanship of the house. He taps the wall, which was acting as a cover for the woman's body, and in response there was a loud cry. The police immediately tore down the wall to find the corpse upon which was the black cat.
ha ha ha